Good evening, classmates. Good evening to each and everyone. By the way, I am Jersin P. Flores, and I am here to report about the topic semantic features and the synonymy. When we talk about semantic features, it represents the specific properties something needs to have or to be semantically accepted in a certain construction. A component of the concept associated with a lexical item, it is another term for semantic features. It can also be a component of concept associated with any grammatical unit, whether composed or not. So, example of semantic features, we have John likes basketball and the dog ran across the field. Semantic features, it has an element of words denotation or denotative meaning. For example, so we have a word young, a word male, and human. It is a semantic features of a word boy. So also called a semantic components. So we have types of semantic features. We have two types. First, we have the conceptual meaning. Conceptual meaning relates to or based on mental concept. In philosophy, it deals with conceptual difficulties, or when other term, we will call it the literal or consents of a word. Example, a needle. A needle may be thin, sharp, or instrument. So it is conceptual because it is explained literally. So from the word needle, so we can think that it is thin, so sharp, or it's also an instrument that we use when in sewing machine. So needle. Next, we have the associative features or associative meaning. According to semantics analysis of Geoffrey Leach, the associative meaning of an expression has to do with individual mental understanding of the speaker. Example of associative meaning. Associative meaning. From the word nurse, most people automatically associated nurse with woman. So, not only a woman is a nurse, but also we have a man or a boy that associate as being a nurse. This unconscious association is so widespread that the term male nurse has had to be coined to counteract its effect. So, from the word nurse, not even a woman only a nurse, but also we have a what we call a male nurse. So that is what we call it associate not only a woman, but we have also a man or a male nurse. Next, we have a synonymy. Synonymy, it refers to a word with the same or nearly the same meaning as another word. The term synonymy originates from the Greek word san and onoma, which means with and name. Example, it is also a relation between individual senses or words, so that a single word typically has different sets of synonymy for each of its senses. So we have what we call the example of the synonymy, a word from the quote. Quote has different synonymies for its senses. It is another word, it is outer garments. So example, the jacket, no? So it is also have a covering layer. Example, a layer. So as synonymy, we have different lang ang iyang word, but we can literally say that it is also an outer garment for a coat. So it is outer outer thing, no? Muna siya ang another thing. For we have the same meaning, nearly meaning to a certain word. So ang atong gi pasabot atong gi example is ang coat. So example, a jacket. When we say it is also a outer garment, so jacket, it is a covering layer, no? Example, a layer. So that is how we express about synonymy. It is a word with the same or nearly the same meaning to another word. So that's all my report. Thank you for listening and good evening.